today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet, Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Cardinals, 27.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run this with Akers.
Cam Akers.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, And then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Connor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Allen dancing to his left. He'll run it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Okay. Those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
They have 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
And you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
12 yards there and a first down.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 3, Cardinals nothing.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
To Deshaun.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Third down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Gay's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Allen's pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
To throw on third down, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Prater for the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long... day for you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stafford. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Akers. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now a run with Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Stafford now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Minus 41. Minus 41. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check three. Check three. Check three. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Play action. Now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Back at the 44-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here is a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
So I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kick.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. Goal. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, again to counter. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away. On 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Here's the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 2-yard line.
From the end zone, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11.
Taken down.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
13 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Kirk. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
28-yard punt.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Jalen Ramsey.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Rams.
Allen going to keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams.
Now they'll throw with Allen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Conner. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Stafford on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Kirk now, the return man. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Allen on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Allen to throw once more. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Stafford. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Marquez Golden.
fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Take it at the 37. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Edmonds. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor.
James Conner on the carry.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 11, 2:10 on the clock. On 1st down, it's Stafford. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So Allen's going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Rams 1st down.
Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This